Hello!
Hello.
Ooh, no bumps, Janine, no bumps. We're in the car, might have noticed. And we've been off on an afternoon adventure, as one does. And we were having a bit of a debate because I thought this car always drove in four-wheel drive because it's a four-runner. And then I said to Janine, what's that little, what's that handly knob thing?
Yeah, it's for the four-wheel drive.
Yeah, and she said it's for the four-wheel drive.
I don't think there's any correlation between the four-runner and the four-wheel drive.
So I'm gutted.
Or in all 4 years. I don't think it's, I don't know, maybe it's all-wheel drive or...
So we've been driving in the snow.
I'll tell you one thing, it doesn't drive without gas, and we don't have any left. We have very little gas.
No motion lotion.
Next gas station, we are going to stop because I don't want to run out of gas, especially when we're on mail call. People will never let us live it down.
No, exactly. But we did do a taste test. We've just left New Hampshire. We're in Groton at the moment, which is in Massachusetts, and we did do a taste test of the new offerings from Dunkin' Donuts, and they're loaded. What were those things called? Loaded
potatoes.
Hash browns.
Yeah.
They have fake cheese, and it's the first time in my life I've ever actually eaten fake liquid cheese.
And I haven't eaten fake cheese since I was like 17, so.
Yeah. So it surprisingly hit the spot.
But I thought the best part was started driving and Elizabeth said, oh, we're in Groton. And she knows somebody who threw up in Groton. And I said, oh, she threw up in Groton? Where? Why? And she said, grew up, not
Grew up, lived in.
Yeah, lived in. Oh, she didn't throw up in Groton. She probably did if she lived here. I mean, everybody throws up, right?
But no, I wasn't being that specific, actually.
Yeah.
No.
She grew up here.
Yes, grew up, not threw up.
Yeah.
So we have had a super afternoon because we went to look at the stall door kits, and they're lovely.
Yeah, that we found on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes. Not only are they lovely, they're exceptionally heavy, and some of them are frozen to the trailer.
Yeah, so we can
Not our trailer.
Yeah.
I'd like to add. So we've brought all the bits of metal and lots of the components, and the lady very kindly is going to drive them down, still stuck to the trailer, and then we'll have them at some point either this week or next week, which is very exciting because we need these 6 doors because they're going to cover over where the dog hole doors were on the outside of the barn that goes out onto, what was that, Puppy Hill? Was that Puppy Hill?
Because there's holes in Puppy Hill that need to be covered. There's 2 areas there, and then 2 areas where their old kennels used to be that are still open to the back. So
Yep.
these doors will cover them. And I am experienced at barn doors because of my build down in Aiken. And these doors probably retailed for $2,500 a piece.
Yes.
And there's good brands of these kits, and there's cheap ones. These are the good ones. And so $2,500 and up are what these doors go for. They just need to be cleaned up a little bit, which we can do with sandpaper and...
How'd you do that sandpaper again?
Sandpaper.
Janine's practicing.
Yes, there's a lot of cleanup that we need to do with the doors, but the wood is in great shape, the metal is in great shape, and we can make them look as good as new. So the stall fronts in what we're calling Wally World will be where Wallace keeps his horses that are in training. They will have 2 of these door fronts, and the rest of there's 6 stall fronts altogether. We only really need 2 stall fronts, but we do need 6 doors for the outside group. So
the outdoors and the indoors.
The outdoors and the indoors. So
yes.
Basically, we negotiated a price which was, I thought, very, very reasonable.
Extremely reasonable.
And we did talk her down a little bit because we are such a fabulous charity. So this will cover the 4 exterior doors and also the 2 interior doors, which is, and It's going to look really nice. Really nice.
Be super.
But they don't look nice now, and you have to give us a week or two to get them cleaned up, so then you can see how valuable these doors are. But
Yeah.
a diamond in the rough.
And also, they are the same quality that the barn originally was.
Yes. Same
Which is
quality,
lovely.
Yeah, it has that same
2-inch
pressure.
pine.
Same pressure treated polyurethane southern yellow pine boarding. So there's really not a lot of matching that we have to do. We just have to do some cleanup on them.
Yeah, so that's really exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry this is so sugary, but Janine keeps driving on the bumpy parts of the road.
I'm doing that on purpose too.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I did the same thing. If anyone's ever seen my barn in Aiken, is I found these really nice stall dividers on Facebook Marketplace, and I brought them to a guy that refinished them for me, and they look fantastic. They're black, and he recoated them, and they're really nice. And they were $200 a piece. To replace them, they would be probably like $4,000 a piece. They're rare, but I saw them on Facebook, and I was the first person on it.
Yes, these are the beautiful doors that we bought for the barn.
Yeah.
We got them. We agreed upon them yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's actually which doors? So they took the dog doors out, but you see the problem is when you've got dog doors, you've just got gaping holes.
Yeah.
So
So
when you stand in there, everything with all the snow and everything was just drifting in. So we need to cover them. And a barn, as you know, will always have a barn door to go outside. And
Yeah.
I don't know where those barn doors went. But
yeah, those.
I think they've obviously
There's
over
one of them that's in the arena, but I don't know what happened to the rest of them.
Yeah, but that one that's in the arena is
yeah,
an
but
mess.
we were able to cut. There was just cut holes that were probably, I don't know, 2.5 feet tall, maybe 2 feet wide. That they used. They took out all of the expensive, nice dog doors that they had just put in. They took them all out and left so the hole was there. So we've been able to cover those all up with planks of wood that pressure treated. 2x6s that are going to be the inside of the barn, so that all looks fine. But where the doors are for the that we're going to put in the doors to go so that animals can go out to the puppy hill, we didn't cover them up because we're just going to tear those down, and then we would have to have rebuilt the sliding doors, which we could have done. But I think these are much nicer. They're going to look great.
They're stronger, and one of
Yeah.
the things you know when you've got horses, particularly horses that have come from rescue and are in training.
You mean mules?
Mules. As I said to Janine when we were looking at them, I said, "Ooh, these are mule-proof
Yeah.
because mules can get out of everything just by pressing forward on things." So,
Yeah.
so that's very
I would like to
exciting.
add something to that.
Yes.
Goats. They're
Oh,
goat proof
gosh.
because the goats, if you took a close look at where they are now, that fence, I've got 2 fences there, because they stand there and smash right into I go into the barn and I slide the door across because I want a little private time, not with the goats underneath my feet while I throw out the hay or something, and they stand outside the door and just smash their heads up against the door. And if you're in the back, in the way back in where the arena is, there's an aluminum door that has a big dent in it from
The goat head.
the goats. So these are goat proof.
Yes. So
I'm gonna budge these.
So that's super. And yes, there was also really nice doors that were bought previously, and I think they went into Tanner's.
Yeah, all of those doors that you see that were made into, they're all still there because nobody took them. We made them into dog houses, like the exterior runs. We used them there. There's a dog house that's built out of them. There's a bunch of other stuff around the property. Some of it's still there because I haven't gotten to taking it apart yet. Of these doors, there was a barn that was being taken down, and they had, 50 stall doors. Of course, my mother went over and got them all, thinking, oh, we'll just build dog structures out of it. And she did, so those are still it. But that's what's in the Tanner barn, and those will stay in the Tanner barn.
Yeah, and they're lovely in the Tanner barn
They are.
because Kate did a really lovely
Yeah.
job building that.
Tanner barn's pretty cute back there.
It is very cute.
You want to tell them what else we've been very productive on the drive. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really exciting. So we we always make very good use of any time that we have when we're sitting twiddling our thumbs.
Yeah.
Well, I twiddle my thumbs and Janine drives because it's probably safest that way.
Because she doesn't go on the...
Because I don't drive the interstate, so it would take us at least 3 times as long to get here. Still, we put in the order today for the cameras.
Yeah, because I had selected them, but I guess I selected the wrong one, so we finally got
We had to
customer support
yeah.
who advised us.
Who spoke with us for over 30 minutes. And so the order is going in, and we have bought, how many did we get in the end? 5 cameras?
5 cameras are coming.
So we've got 5 cameras, and some of them have built-in microphones.
They
because
all have built-in microphones.
some, no, we only got some with built-in microphones.
Oh,
because we thought
okay.
that what we would do is we would put in we would swap out the camera that's in the donkey barn so that you can have the donkey noises at night. We're also thinking about bringing the cockatiels down.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And they're in a big aviary, and popping them in the ICU so that when we use the ICU camera, that you can, or the headquarters camera, if there's nobody in there, you can watch the cockatiels, and they're really naughty. But I do not want to know when they've taken the staples out that holds the wire in and they've let themselves out. That is not a call me, because at which point I'm like, they do that all the time. They're so naughty. So we thought, we'll have one in the ICU in the headquarters. We'll have one in, we thought,
Cockatoos or cameras?
we're trying to keep the cockatiels all in one place.
Okay, you're jumping.
Yeah. So we're going to have a camera in the, what are we going to call that area? You know where we're down at the bottom, the parking pit at the bottom, our parking pit. You know, we're outside all the buildings. What's that called?
Oh, that's not going to be a parking pit.
No, it's not.
I'm going to try to expand the grass there.
Yeah, but what do we call that bit?
That's in front of headquarters.
I always call it the courtyard.
Okay, the courtyard. Yep.
So
that sounds so fancy. Yeah, we'll make a courtyard. Once we make it a courtyard, yeah.
Yeah, so can we call it the courtyard? Because I keep calling it the parking pit and it's not. So the bit that's outside, the ICU and the laundry and the barn, the flat bit with all the stone dust, we're going to call that the courtyard, because we're going to put more grass down and borders in, etc. So that area there. So I thought that we discussed, we thought it would be a good idea to reinstate probably the camera that used to be on the tea tent.
Yep.
So you can see that area, and you can check CArlene's up in the morning. That will sort her. So that's one there. We're going to put one in the goat side of the barn, which is where kennels 1 to 8 used to be.
Yep.
Yes. So you can watch the goats and the zebus, etc. And then the donkeys.
Yep.
And then we're going to put one in the arena.
Yep.
And that one will also have sound, so that when Wallace is training or when we're doing other things that are of interest, we can switch that on. And what number am I at? 1, 2, 3,
4. You know, and the
4.
last one was going to be in the Tanner barn, but let's talk about that, because the Tanner barn, what about the rabbits? People want to watch the rabbits. I love those rabbits. Oh my God, I love those rabbits. Yeah, maybe we should put in the rabbit.
Yeah, we could.
Because the rabbits are so cute. But the Tanner barn, you know, the goats are going to be on the goat hill, on the puppy hill. Not going to be goat hill, I guess. And so the Tanner barn sometimes will be empty. Mm-hmm. And that's nothing to watch, but the rabbits are awesome. So maybe we should do rabbits instead.
Maybe we should put them in Wally's World.
The rabbits or
No, the camera.
Well, when we talked about this, is we're going to
If we have that door open. Yep.
that are movable, so you can swing it out and have it in the arena. You can pull it in and have it on the horses.
Yeah, so that'll be good. So we should get gas, because look at that traffic queue.
That's the other direction, but yeah, we have no gas. And I only saw one gas station so far. We're about to get on the highway.
Ooh.
So let's go
could be an exciting mail chat. Mm-hmm. So that's really exciting. So those will be through it next week at some point.
Tuesday.
Yep. Or Wednesday. We couldn't quite decide which day it was after all. So we did lots of conversations about cameras and positioning on the way up the road. We also spoke to the lady who is quarantining our dinky donkeys. And spoke with the vet as well about arranging to have them gelded while they're down in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because they're not doing well, so we need to run
Blood work.
There's, donkeys are notorious for getting pneumonia from the stress of going from auction to auction and kill pen to kill pen. So it turns out that 2 of them have lung sounds, which probably means the third is about to start. And it usually hits about a week after, so they're right on target. But if they are still eating, and I think they'll be fine. They're older donkeys. This same pneumonia typically kills the babies. So they're going to run blood work, and they're going to start them on treatment for antibiotics and a bunch of other stuff. So they are not going to be gelded, unfortunately, on schedule. I'm going to go straight and then go to the...
Okay.
It looks like this side of the highway is free. Let's risk it.
Oh, why not?
We'll get off at the next exit.
Okay.
Look at there's nobody going this direction.
There's maybe a reason for that. So that's very exciting as well. And
so those donkeys are going to be there for at least 3 weeks, maybe another month, because they also need to be gelded down there. So 2 weeks of recovery, and then 10 days. Then
are we rubbing?
Rubbing what?
You can't hear the trailer rubbing, can you?
No, I don't hear that.
It's just rattling.
Well, it's full of metal.
Well, yeah, it is. It is indeed.
That also could be Wanda snoring in the back seat.
And Wanda and Larky are snoring in the back.
Yeah.
And neither of them at the same time. So it's is he supposed to be sitting in that lane coming towards us? Yes, he is. That's okay. I was like,
We're bigger.
Gosh, we're bigger. Yeah.
Although that is a big truck, but
That's
we're
great.
long.
Oh my gosh, that's an even bigger truck. I'm getting feel quite small now.
That's why she doesn't drive on the inside. That's why I do all the driving.
I go, ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's been a very exciting day, and
Marty's been painting.
we love it when
Didn't
Marty
have a job
paints.
today, but we have one tomorrow. We did a job yesterday, and we brought the rabbits. Oh my God, they were fantastic. They only bit one person. And they just do a little nibble. And the woman that we got them from, she explained that rabbits only bite people. Oh boy.
Oh my
boy.
gosh.
They're not beeping at me, by the way. It's
He's
somebody
a
else.
very grumpy man. Let's keep away from him.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Ooh,
So,
dearie me.
anyways, they did nibble on somebody. And she was like, "Oh, he just nibbled on me." And I said, "Don't worry, they only bite people that they like." So
Oh, I
that's
bet
our
she was.
new line.
I bet she was delighted.
Yeah, they don't break skin. They just do a little nibble.
Yeah, it's a funny thing they do.
Yeah, it's like a peck. It's not really, but they were so good.
I love the
so
video of the rabbit taking himself back to his
Yeah,
wee hutch.
yeah.
He just hopped on in.
Yeah, that was like the third. They ran down the hall, and then
Yeah.
they both came running back. And then one ran down the hall and went in the cage, and the other guy came running back, and he was on his way back. So it looked like it was very staged. Like I said, go get in the kennel. Why is this guy yelling at me?
Oh, put your window down. He needs to tell you something.
There's something hanging on the trailer.
There is something hanging on the trailer.
Yeah.
We've got something hanging on the trailer. Thank God this is a quiet road. That's that man that had all that road rage earlier on at that other car. Do you want me to go out this side so you don't have to open your door?
No. You stay on the call. I'm pulling way over here.
All right, okay.
Okay, this might be the
You'll
last
need
time
to,
I see
you'll
everybody.
need to put your hot chocolate down.
No. Okay.
Oh my God, I wonder what's hanging out the trailer.
Could it be one of those?
Wire things.
Yeah. Well, at least we don't have animals on the trailer, because that's usually really bad when
That
they
would
have
have been
animals in
a bit of a
Something's hanging out like a cow.
a cow.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, look, it's quite
nobody's-
clear now.
Nobody's even behind us.
That's good. It's very clear. So, let me go through these questions. I think there's a light on in here, but I'm not sure how to do it. Oh, there we go. So, Kate is feeling better, but she's still not 100%. But we are very fortunate in that she is back on Meredith, so that's wonderful. Yes, it's the doggy doors that I was talking about. The new sliding doors. Oh, they're still on the other trailer, and we've got some repair work that's needing done on them. And then I think it will be springtime by the time we get those back up. So, because it's going to involve exterior painting, and I was discussing the exterior painting with the man at Benjamin Moore, and he turned around and he said to me, well, you won't be painting outside at the moment. I was like, oh, of course I won't. So we might have to bring those inside. We still don't have gas. Oh gosh. No, I think we're probably about an hour away. Sorry, I'm answering these questions. Are we close to arriving back at home in the farm? Not quite yet. No, about an hour, I think. We do need gas. Oh, those doors.
Okay, we're good. Wanda, get in the back. Wanda, get in the back.
Not helpful.
In the back.
I've got that light on. Don't forget the petrol. See, there's somebody calling it petrol. I call it petrol, not gas.
Right, gas at the next stop. It was a board.
It was a board.
Yes, remember the boards that we put on the top?
Will they come out the door?
It was coming out the door. It wasn't as bad as I thought.
Was the door open though?
No, the door's closed. The door's closed. The door's still closed. Yeah, I just put it sideways.
Oh, right, okay.
So I just put a foot up the back.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, that was good of him.
Yeah. Okay, put it in drive.
Right, find a gear. Any gear will do.
Okay, now we're going to go get gas before
Yeah.
we run out of gas.
No, you're okay. It's not me driving. And yes, Janine would be very scared. And you know, she only lets me drive the truck and trailer if she's going to have a martini. That's all I'm useful for.
When have I done that?
In New Holland.
Oh, right. We went out with Ashley, right?
We went out with Ashley and Angela. We'd been to the preview the night before, and they were going to Applebee's, and we thought, how exotic, we'll go to.
And somehow I was like, I bet Elizabeth
Do you know
can drive us
why?
home.
Do you know why? We'd gone straight there. We'd driven down. We'd got hit traffic. We got there, did the preview, and then we tried to find the hotel and we couldn't find it. And then because we went to the wrong one,
Yeah.
as one does. And then after going to the wrong hotel, I'm just going to do it this way because I can't see you because it's dark.
Yeah.
And my hand's getting sore. We couldn't find the hotel. We went to the wrong one, and then we were getting really hungry and a bit hangry. So we were like, where did they go? We phoned them, and they were in Applebee's a few towns over. And you said, let's find where we're going. We found where we were going to be staying overnight, and then we never take the trailer off the truck. And it's the big
trailer.
The big trailer.
Well, that's even bigger than the one we have.
Yeah. And she said, do you think you could drive the truck and trailer? I'm like, oh yeah, of course I can. Why? She went, okay, I'll have a martini and you can drive home. I was like, oh, right.
Yeah. You did fine.
I did fine. Well, we got there.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
And we got home. That's all that matters. So, yeah. Now, it's very good news about the cameras. It's actually very exciting.
Yeah. We didn't want to pay. I wanted to get the express overnight, but it would have been $82, and we're not profit. We don't do that, so
No. So we're just going to wait.
we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to practice our weight.
No, we're not passing gas stations quite yet. But look, if you look across there, all that traffic there is stationary for some reason.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Probably someone's driving a trailer like ours. Forgot to shut
And
the
a board
door,
came
the
out.
Board came out.
Oh, goodness. That was lucky.
All right, so we're trying exit 83.
Okay. And
Somehow this little trip up to New Hampshire to get this stuff has sucked up the entire afternoon.
I know.
Not sure how that happened. And
know.
it's now 5 o'clock.
yes, Goat Hill would be nice to see. So Goat Hill, that camera will spin, and it will be inside the goat, zebu, and donkey area,
Kind of
and
the
then
same
outside.
Kind of the same thing that we have now in Donkey Cafe, except we won't just cut a hole in the side of the barn
Yes.
to make the camera. It'll be on an arm that swings out and swings back.
Yes. Have we got that arm? No, we've not, but we will.
We have a whole bunch of metal in the back.
Yeah,
of the truck.
exactly.
Got
We're getting
half the
there.
metal.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that's this guy
Yes.
is doing a U-turn. That's not me. That guy just did a U-turn went across the median
there?
and did a U-turn. Yeah.
That's really bad driving.
Yeah, so it's not just me.
Maybe he needed the bathroom
Maybe.
because he's been stuck in that traffic for a long time. Goodness. He obviously doesn't have a trailer to go wee in.
Right. Yes, we drive around with a gigantic
Toilet.
potty. Gotta pee, no problem.
Oh, dearie me. The only place that would keep its name is the arena. Everything else is up for grabs, yes.
Although we can call it something else. We can call it, yeah.
Yeah. We can cut, well, you know what, it's only keeping its name because we haven't come up with anything better yet.
Right, yeah.
Well, we're not thinking about putting a camera in CArlene's house at the moment.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things with the cameras is that they are portable-ish.
Yeah.
We just need to wire them in. And
You'll be able to see her cars, her dogs go in and out.
And her coming in and out.
And her coming in and out.
And
the doors, by the way, are going to be...
I think they'll be in by now.
They're in, yeah. I would assume they're in. They were doing...
I'll have to go and do
Yeah.
a looky-see down there. And I think one of the things, you know, just after having CArlene in rehab, and I think she's maybe not as mobile as she went in, I think we just need to try and be respectful of,
Yeah.
you know, if she wants to go to sleep at odd hours, she can go to sleep at odd hours, and,
Yeah.
you know, maybe just making sure that if she changes her mind and wants a camera in, that's a totally different matter.
Yeah.
But
We haven't even asked her, but I'm assuming
No.
I'm assuming you will get enough play of Larky, Penny, and
Yeah.
Sizzle just by them running around the farm, because they are going to be the farm dogs running loose.
yeah, and the other thing is with that space, your mum sleeps, and the cameras would catch that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's quite it's not quite as, it would be that she'll have her separate bedroom as well. So that's something that we would need to take into account. So that's what we're thinking at the moment.
Yeah. I'm going to get gas.
Okay,
You keep mail.
I'll keep going. How's your mum feeling?
Ornery.
Ornery. Which Jesus, same. So I think that
Where's the card?
oh, which card? I got one. How many people did you see yesterday?
Is that because I have
That's Linda.
Linda? Yeah. There was 22.
22. There
Yeah,
you go.
I meant to do that online last night, but I was trying to figure out. Yeah.
Everything else. 22 yesterday. So CArlene's feeling, you know, she's feeling a bit grumpy. But I think that it's very difficult because all this is going on and she's not right in the middle of it, and so it's a tricky thing. I think the assumption is when she comes back, she's going to be on a walker. So we really need that White House up and running and really fully functional for her, just to make sure that she's got the you know, the ability to get in and out, and her car's right outside, etc. So that's what we're really working and pushing hard towards, to make sure that it's up running and that there's no frustrations involved in it. Now we've got the gas now. Well, I think that's correct, Nancy. A lot of the things had their names, but, you know, kennels 9 and 10 are no longer kennels 9 and 10. The ICU is no longer the ICU building, and it is our headquarters. And I think from that point of view, I think, you know, maybe CArlene is not living in a laundry, she's living in her home. And from that point, you know, she probably would like, oh, she'll probably quite appreciate it being the White House or whatever people decide to call it. There is history involved in it, but there's different use now, and I suppose that's maybe why we're all thinking about different names. But I'm sure it will all come out in the wash, and we'll work out what's going on with it. Mick, that's who's helping with the animals. And CArlene, she is watching on cameras. We were looking at these doors up in New Hampshire, and I got a phone call and I said, Janine, it's your mum. So I answered it, and she said, I think that you're just watching this man lighting a cigarette. at a gas station, and it doesn't quite compute with my brain. Anyway, so CArlene phoned me. She said Elvis is getting a bit handsy with his horns with the donkeys. So I phoned Nick, and he said I can't see that. So he went down to check that they were all A-OK, and they were. Where did you put the card?
Oh, good question.
See, we're good at this now. Thank you.
Yeah, we've had some card problems today.
We're trying really hard not to lose them, is what we mean.
Yes, we found the missing card. It was underneath the seat.
Look at that man over there. He's having a cigarette at a gas station.
What is AGS?
I don't know.
AGS.com.
I don't know, but he's playing fast and hard with the gas. That's a bit silly.
Yeah,
Anyway.
pull over and have gas. It's probably not the right place.
No, probably not. Okay, so Nick is in charge. Don't tell him that though. And Marty's down there as well. So
No, Marty's probably not.
she finished now.
Yeah,
And
she
we're on our way home.
She was tired from yesterday. I don't blame her. We all are very tired.
We are all a bit
It's a
tired.
lot of heavy lifting for a bunch of little old ladies, I'll tell you that
I
much.
know.
Ugh. Every time I turn around, I'm like, oh God, that's got to be picked up. Got to unload 50 pounds of dog food when I get back to the farm. Feed out another big pile of hay. He's parked right where I need to turn, but that's okay. I'll just go this way.
Right, okay, I'm just checking these questions because I'm really smart like that. That was nice of the man to let us know about the board hanging out the trailer. Oh, you nearly ran that man over, but you missed him.
No, I didn't.
Go back and
wait.
try again.
Right turn only. I don't want to do a right turn. We'll just go around again. It says right turn only.
That poor man probably thinks we're going back to get him. Oh,
We're doing donuts in the, the gas station.
yeah.
At least we're not smoking.
No. Well, we actually, with regard to the name Crazy Acres, we actually spoke to the Veterans Association, and we spoke with people who come in and are going to make use of the facilities, and it really isn't it was felt that it really wasn't an appropriate name, so we really needed to change it. So,
Even though the sign when you drive up says
Crazy Acres. Well, listen, I think you get there and you go, yeah, this is crazy. So, crazy not by name but by nature.
Okay,
There we
I'm
go.
just doing my wave and go.
Well done.
That time it didn't work, but.
Oh
wave and
no.
go.
Now Nick's asking about that cable stuff that we were talking about. We need to make sure we have plenty of Ethernet
Yeah,
cable
we
to
made
hook
some
up.
assumptions.
We
there.
assumed we had it. Oopsie.
All right, going over. The good news is the trailer lights are working.
Well, that's handy.
That's not always a given when you drive a trailer.
No.
I don't know what happens to trailer lights, but remember that time we were in? Oh God!
That was Charlotte, North Carolina,
Oh,
and we just bought the trailer. You just had it all tuned up.
all tuned up, ready to go.
And Olaf had measured the height of it.
Oh, right, that's right.
And
How did we get? Oh, because we were on that highway.
because we were on that wrong road, and we were on the road, and this trailer had like a roof rack.
Oh, yeah.
On the top of it. And all these bridges, it said, do not bring trailers down this road, and there was no way to get off it. The parkway.
The parkways in Connecticut and New York. Many people know those evil things.
Oh, it was awful. And every time we approached a bridge, we cringed in the car.
Oh, it was awful.
And-
I was going to cry.
Oh, and there was no exits. And so we just gaily went along our way, merrily.
Get off.
We were like, and people were waving at us going, no trailers. And we were like, I was going to say
and
yes.
Olaf had measured everything except the roof rack.
Exactly.
So we didn't know. Oh, we didn't know whether he measured the roof rack or not.
Yeah.
God, that was awful.
And then we thought we'd got ourselves out of that problem. We were like, oh, this is such a relief. And then we hit a toxic spill outside
no, that was
Charlotte.
after we spent the night with at a horse hotel with Judy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Judy, the horse.
And when we got to the horse hotel with Judy, what happened was Olaf had said to us, have you got your knife? And we went, of course we've got all these things. We always travel prepared. And then we got in the car and we went, we have got a knife. we're like, yeah, we have got a knife.
Okay.
We've got a knife. It's in the glove compartment with the syringes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we always bring syringes in case we have to inject something that's in pain.
Yeah.
And and we always pray that we don't get stopped because we keep our money, our syringes, and our knives in that secret
in the
compartment in the car.
In the Ford that's not so.
Yeah. So so we went to, who was it? It wasn't Sunshine we were unloading, was it?
Winston.
It was at Winston. Oh, the worst one.
Oh no. Yeah, it was Winston.
Yeah. We went to unload him, and he was high as a kite at the best of times.
Yeah.
And he had trapped a hay bag between his hoof and his shoe.
Yeah.
And when we opened the trailer
jammed it
door,
in there.
yeah, we were like, we can't get in because he was thrashing around. We can't get in to release the hay bag. And the emergency snap in the hay bag hadn't snapped. And we were like, where's the knife? I'm like, oh, it's in with the needles. So we went and got our knife, cut him free, and I think we both turned around and went, thank God for Olaf.
Oh, really?
We were like, whoa.
Yeah. And then we spent the night with Judy. Was fantastic. She had wine. She had boxed wine
And
for us.
she made pasta.
She made pasta, but she wasn't even there because she ended up she was in the emergency room. We walked in and there's like, there's wine in the fridge and there's food in the microwave, and she left a casserole thing in the microwave for us. And she was in the ER. I can't remember what happened to her.
She had a heart problem. Did
Yeah,
you
she
not?
had something go terribly wrong with her, so she went to the ER. Oh, she's like, I'm in the ER, and the dog's friendly. And so we spent the entire night. She didn't get back till the next day.
So we mucked our horse out for her because she had a foal.
Yep. Oh, that's right. We did that.
Yeah.
And then we got and then we drove. We got a late start because we were kind of faffing around with her dog and the horse, and got everybody loaded. Started driving, and as soon as it got dark and I turned my headlights on, the trailer lights didn't work. And then we hit that big patch.
It was a big patch of toxic spill.
And it was 2 hours of sitting there. Everybody shut the car off. We were just sitting there for 2 hours.
Well, we looked like the car was shut off because we didn't have lights on it. And then we realised that this was really problematic because it's such a big trailer. It's got lights that go down the side. So we had head torches.
Yeah.
We had bicycle reflectors. We had everything we could strip out of the car. We were sticking them down the side.
Yep.
Tied to the car.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then we got to South Carolina, and we were like, well, this is a bit boring.
Really?
What do we do now?
Yeah.
So yeah, another super trip. No camera in her house.
Yeah.
Not at the moment.
Yeah. Not at the moment. Yeah, she will go across the driveway to do mail call, or we'll figure out how to do it in her house if she wants to.
Yeah.
So, but she's very excited to come home. She's gotten into the fact that we need to be more attentive to her needs in the morning and bring her coffee every morning. So, in addition to taking care of all the dogs and running around and feeding all the animals, I now have to bring my mother fresh coffee every morning. Yay me.
That's because she doesn't like the coffee, and because she's not allowed out of... So the real problem is she's not allowed out of her room at the moment because she's got COVID. So she can't go on her nightly sojourns to go and get sugar. So if Janine doesn't take in extra sugar packets, she doesn't have sugar. That's really what the problem is, because she sent me a text very early this morning to tell me exactly where it was all going wrong.
Oh, okay. She didn't tell me. She just said, "Where's my coffee?"
Oh, right. So, so she's
no punctuation. Just where's my coffee? No good morning.
So because she's not allowed out of her room, she's stuck, and she can't go and find all the sugar packets.
Although when I did talk to her today, she seemed highly entertained by. There's two things I realized today. Highly entertained by whatever Senate hearing. They're going through some. What are they?
Are they not interviewing the people that are going to get jobs?
It's not called interviewing, though. It's
I don't know what it is.
Confirmation hearings. The confirmation hearings. She's highly entertained by that. And underneath that television is the television that has the Goldy's Farm.
I know.
Cameras. She's hooked into the cameras. So she has become a true camera person. She keeps texting us like, well, Woody's got his foot, you know, he
Yeah.
looks a little off behind. And then today she was like, something was going on with Elvis.
Yeah. So then it was a couple of nights ago. I went in and I was just checking things in the barn, and I was, lifting a few things, and I got this text, and I opened it, and she's like, "I can see you."
Yeah.
So I went over to the camera and I waved at her.
Yeah.
She didn't see me. She didn't send me another text. She must have been like, ugh.
Yeah. So
Caught her.
yeah, we're trying to keep her as much in the loop, and but she's definitely. So it looks like the bathroom. They're gonna hopefully see what we. You know, I left today, and they were in the middle of fixing things. So it looks like the bathroom may be ready by next week. They're putting up some walls or non-porous walls,
Yeah.
so that she can have a wet room, and I'm excited about that.
So what we did in the White House for CArlene was we took down the wall, because the wall it gives her, I think in all honesty, she's coming in a walker.
Yeah, and the wall made that room too small just for sitting, so it opens the whole thing up, and she doesn't want a bedroom, she doesn't need a bedroom, she just likes to be in that chair.
Yeah. And
So-
she hasn't used a bed in a
She's
couple
in
of
bed-
years.
She's in a bed now.
And she's
but
not very
it's-
pleased about it.
Yeah, that reclines up, so...
So that's how she wants to be.
That bed that's in there currently is going to be a dog bed. I
Yeah.
thought I was going to put my mother in that, and no, that's a dog bed.
No. Because the dogs have beds. Yeah, so she doesn't want a bed, and that's fine. So that's what we're going to do. She will sleep in her recliner, as is her wish.
Yeah.
Any idea when she's coming home?
Probably next week, depending on it's all up to the bathroom now. So next week.
Well, yes, that's a good idea about a personal camera for us to keep an eye on her, but she does also have her alert system,
life alert, yeah.
and she's very good at pressing the button. And what she does at night time, if Janine's not here, is she programs my phone number in, so she only has to press a button.
Yeah, yeah. And there's, Mike is still living upstairs.
Yeah,
In the
apartment.
Carly's not, and Michelle is also right across.
She will be in the cabin.
She'll be in the cabin, and sometimes people will be in the airstream. So we've got enough people wandering around the property that she can
call on.
help if she needs it.
And yes, the blue house is going to be painted white.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. We need something named after Wanda. We have. It's a Jack Russell. She's on a roll at the moment, isn't she?
Yeah. She was so cute. She was licking the rabbits the other day. She loves the rabbits. We only brought Wanda because I just was like, no, the car's too small. We cannot bring it, because the Great Danes really want to eat those rabbits. So that's always a problem.
Well, I think she may be feeling a bit ornery, but she's also got COVID.
Yeah.
So I think she's trying to
COVID
shift.
is no match for
No.
CArlene White.
No.
She really, she tested for COVID because she had a scratchy throat, but she's not sick. She's fine.
Yeah.
She's a little concerned because she's losing weight, but I assured her she's got plenty left. Yes, and I brought her the cookies. Someone sent us a little tin of cookies. I brought her
That was
those.
D.
So, Dee, you'll know that is helping her keep her weight up. She's very concerned about that.
South Carolina, you don't need lights on trailers.
You don't? Wow.
Hmm.
I
Well, we
didn't realize
were
that
in North Carolina.
when that happened. But,
Yeah.
But in South Carolina, I don't like to drive without lights on my trailer.
Yeah.
And then look back.
Because then you look back and you don't know if the trailer's still there.
I almost took out the drive-thru at Dunkin' Donuts today because I forgot it was back there.
Oh yes, Dawn, we know all overpasses have height limitations posted on them,
Yes.
because We were very, 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 very
But
worried.
you couldn't get off. The problem is when you get on the Palisades parkways, all those parkways,
You can't get
it
off.
tells you, like, there's a little tiny sign that says when you go on, nothing in tow. And there's no getting off. Like, it's 10 miles to the next exit, so you're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And then there's the arching bridges, which
Yes. So we opted, when we came to one of the arched bridges, we opted to drive in the middle of the road, in the middle of the two lanes, because we felt that gave us the biggest chance possible. Honest to God, I'm telling you, it was a needs must.
Yeah, so the next adventure that we'll be going on is to go pick up our cow, which will be ready in a week or two. Yeah, so I'm not sure whether, because I was planning to pick up the cow and the donkeys at the same time, but now that whole time frame's blown off because the donkeys are not well. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no idea what happened to Mike's roommate. And in all honesty, it's probably not really any of our business.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think we could really comment on that.
No idea. I just got a notice that she was not coming back.
But we've got Mike, which is nice. So Judy is away. Are we on week 1 of her 6-week vacation, or are we?
No, I'm counting. I talk to Judy every day. I'll give you an update on Judy.
Good.
She is in San Diego with her husband and a friend of theirs, and the husband and the friend go play golf every day, and Judy goes for long walks and relaxes and
With Wilbur.
And then I didn't even tell. Is Wilbur there with her? I didn't even ask her. But she's out I don't know if Wilbur's out. I don't think Wilbur's out in California, is he?
I think he normally goes with her.
Oh, okay.
He went last year.
I don't know that part. And she was going to go up in the car up to where they're taking animals out of the California fires and housing them someplace within a 3-hour drive of where she is. And she was going to go up and help with that. But the husband nixed the idea. He's like, we only have one car. And she would be gone for a couple days. And so she's not going to do that.
Right.
But she seems very happy, and I said, well, get rested, because we're making lists for you.
Yeah.
And she's great, because she still is helping out here and there when I have questions. I got a call from someone today that I don't know where they got my phone number. They're like, hi Judy, it's Victor from Shore Collaborative. When can we schedule a visit? And I was like, and I pretended I was Judy.
Oh.
Yeah. But Shore Collaborative is one of those that you go and it's like 70 people too. It's an adolescent. It's actually all ages.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
So Judy is enjoying her vacation away from us.
I know.
Don't blame her.
But she talks to CArlene pretty much every day.
Yeah.
She calls me every day. I call her. So she hasn't been able to completely
Switch off from us.
Yeah. She's got a lot going. It's right now we are on a skeleton crew, but we have to be because we don't have anything to really offer other than the mobile visits. Like everything's torn apart and there's trash everywhere, and so I don't want to start soliciting volunteers other than the people that we know, because I don't want them to come up the driveway and be like, this is a trailer park. This is just a dump yard. So I don't want people to even come on the property till it's properly cleaned up. And I think tomorrow is going to be almost the last trip to the dump. The dump trailer's full. So I think maybe there might be one more dump trailer after that, and then I think that we're in good shape.
Yeah.
And then with all of these stall parts that we have,
that'll keep us busy for a while.
Marty finished up painting in the feed room, and the feed room's been, but the fence around Puppy Hill is not going to be able to be repaired for a while because of the frozen grounds. But we'll get to it.
Yeah.
So we'll be in good shape by the end of next week. I think that hopefully my mother will be home and will look like a normal farm.
A normal commune.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just we can be normal
Yes.
with an animal like Elvis walking around and
Yeah.
naughty goats harassing
Exactly.
people. I can't wait to get those naughty goats out of that makeshift paddock.
Yeah.
You know, they've got plenty of room to roam, but they never really go anywhere.
No.
But when I go down to feed in the morning, I open up the door to the tanner barn, and they just kind of hang out with me while I clean the arena and feed everybody else.
Yeah. They're very social.
And they commingle with the Great Danes that are also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Larky got nailed yesterday by one of them. He should not, I tell him, no, do not go near the goats, but he doesn't listen to me and learns the hard way. So,
Yep.
I heard it, "Arr!" And then he's 60 feet away from the goats.
Well, can I tell you something? Thank goodness it wasn't on camera, because your mother would have called us,
yeah.
and then we'd be in big trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Wanda is not kissing the bunnies, and she's not tasting them. She's basting them,
Yeah, she's licking them.
licking them.
Basting them.
She's tenderizing
Well,
them.
she does that with the Great Dane. She licks them, too.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she's definitely tenderizing then.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she's very good. No.
Thanks for sharing the drive with us on the way home.
I know. Did you take those 1,000 marbles to your mother?
I did.
You did.
Yes, I did.
You did. But she's not speaking to us, because anytime you turn up, all you get from her is just leave the food at the front desk and be on your way.
You know what? I left those marbles when I wasn't allowed downstairs at the front desk, so I will check tomorrow and make sure she got them. But yes, I was able to go downstairs today for the first time.
Did they let you in?
They let me in. Normally, I just have to leave the coffee at the front desk, and they bring it down to her in a timely fashion, so it's still hot. But today it was allowed all the way down. Yeah, she's not contagious anymore. It's been at least 5 days. Isn't it 5 days?
Oh, I can't remember.
It's 5 days.
No, Judy's on vacation for 6 weeks.
She's back in the middle of February.
Yes.
So,
And then she'll be coming back.
and we're never going to let her be.
Exactly.
I mean, it's been hard because before she went on vacation, she was really sick for 2 weeks. So she was out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She was on vacation, and she came back from vacation and then got sick. So.
Yeah. So it does feel like a lot longer.
And Judy's like the glue that holds everything together and keeps everybody calm. So it's been a lot to go through this without Judy.
So you can understand why she needs a 6-week vacation.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And as soon as Judy comes back, I'm going to try to go down to Aiken for a week or 2, or 6 months. Whatever.
Or 6 months, or maybe a year,
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah.
year, so you can
Really?
you can experience all sorts of weather.
How about you just lose my number?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hang on a minute. I think I could probably remember the directions how to get there.
Oh yeah, you can probably.
I say, Carlene, get in the car.
Yeah.
So we'd be going past every rest stop and me driving the non-interstates.
Oh,
It would take us about 6 months. You're fine.
Yeah, by the time you got there.
You could have sold up and left.
Yeah. Hidden
Hidden depths.
Yeah. I keep hiding. It's a 6 months window before you find me.
I'm like, I'm sure we could make it to Alabama if that's where she's gone. Don't worry.
I have to say, it was really nice yesterday to go, because it's just been 2 weeks of lifting heavy things and putting them in the trash. It was really nice to go back to a nursing home.
Yeah.
It was a small nursing home, so there wasn't a lot of people, but it was really nice to remember that this is why we're doing everything out in the cold, miserable weather. There's a purpose to all of this madness.
We think.
Yeah. Because we do.
Believe.
We believe, yeah.
We like the rabbits.
They are so cute.
Oh yes. So we are going to put the monkey fists on the website at some
Yes.
point.
Yeah, Elizabeth and I were talking, there was one of our volunteers has offered to help with the website, and for a while I was like, no, I got it, but no, I'm gonna take her up on it, because I just don't have time to do all of the project management that's happening of the projects on the farm, my mother, and everything else, and the website. So
Yeah.
Hopefully she's going to come on board and just fix everything, because there's a lot of stuff that I need to get time to do, but I don't have time to do it.
I know, it's because we hit the ground running and then we just keep going.
Yeah, Goldy's farm is so busy with just bookings and taking care of animals and pursuing our mission. Never mind any infrastructure stuff. We fall a little short on that kind of stuff. But this is 2025 is the time, now that we have full control over the property, is the time to actually invite people back to help with all of these projects that we've been trying to keep afloat.
Yeah, and people love seeing you walking with your goats.
Oh.
There's
I
a
only
swear
like
jar.
one of those.
Yes.
I only like one of those goats.
I think what we should do is get people to make comments that they know that will make you swear, and then we could make a fortune out of this.
Well, no, if we're going to have cameras with sound on them, we have
We're
to
stuffed.
wipe out the swear jar. It'll be just like another mortgage payment.
I know. Exactly. Let's make
Well,
sure Janine's down today.
I have to say that I keep saying life's going to calm down. Life's going to calm down. And when things are calm, I'm not a potty mouth. I'm not a stressed person. Very laid back. But given all of the stuff that's happened in the last 2 weeks, and never mind the last 2 years, I've just been on edge.
Yeah, but it's all working out quite nicely. It's just busy.
Yeah, but it's coming down. It's coming down the home stretch. 2 weeks from now, I feel like we're going to be in a solid position.
Yes. When was my last time in Scotland? I've only been back once.
For 11 years?
I think it's not closer to 15, 14.
But who's counting? Wow.
Yeah.
Don't you miss? Do you miss any of that?
Well, I think I probably missed it at first, and then I went back. I went back after I'd been here for a year because my grandmother passed away. And I went back for her funeral, and then I think sometimes, and I presume people who do move out with areas, etc., maybe to different states, sometimes it occurs to you when you're driving down the road that it feels like home and it feels familiar.
Yeah.
And you no longer look at things and go, ooh, that's odd.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to giggle at the signs that said slow children because you wouldn't say it. You would say, sort of like children, not slow children, because that would always be quite a derogatory term in Scotland. I'd be like, how rude.
It would be like slow children, smart children.
Yeah, exactly.
Fast running children.
Yes, bright children, not so bright children. So it was all these sorts of things that I used to have a little chortle at as I was driving around, going, how odd, how peculiar, and now I don't notice any of it. So I suppose the thing is, it all probably feels quite like home now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I would probably find it more peculiar going back and then coming back the way. Yeah, so it's funny. And you'll be glad to hear I haven't driven on the wrong side of the road for about 8 years.
Oh, that's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Even when I'm doing these rotaries, I used to get quite. I'd be like, oh, where am I? And reversing out of driveways used to be my favourite.
Yeah.
Because when I was going backwards, then when I started going forwards, I'd be on the wrong side of the road going, oops, there I go. So I suppose you just start to acclimatise, really.
Yeah.
So I've only been back once.
Now if you could just get rid of that silly accent.
That silly accent. I know everybody says to me, oh, have you just been here a while? And I'm like, yeah, I think it's about 14 years. And they go, oh, but you still sound so foreign. And I'm like, listen, I was in my 40s when I came here. I said, it's never going to go. I said, you're stuffed. Oh, Roger says you don't want to be going down to Carolinas because it's cold.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, do you know, somebody sent me a text.
Well, is that my phone you had or something?
No, my phone. Somebody sent me a text to say the weather was worse in South Carolina than it was here.
I'll tell you. We're at a stoplight, so I can look at my phones.
Oh, 40 degrees in Myrtle Beach. That sounds terrible.
Okay. Oh, it's 23.
It's 23. See, seriously, what temperature is it
right
here?
now is 45 degrees. So
Well, what was that, 23? Was that here?
that's here.
Oh.
So tomorrow is going to be 55 and sunny, and it's just 50. It's in the 50s all week.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not later in the
that
week,
sounds
but
absolutely hellish. You're
Yeah.
better here, Janine. I think.
yeah, I'm better here in a snowmobile suit. I
Oh.
wore those pants that.
That was sent in.
Yeah.
And here, listen, what's going on with the floors in the laundry? Have we decided what we're doing yet?
I went and picked out floors at Home Depot. We're doing engineered wood.
Engineered wood. Similar to what we put in the main house.
Yeah. And they're going to be putting them in bathrooms first,
Yes.
and then the engineered wood.
When do I go on vacation? When do I go on vacation?
She goes on vacation with me.
I go on vacation with
Well, we
Janine.
had a good time when
we
went down.
go down to Aiken. It's Nick that doesn't go on vacation. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
Reading my daily doggies made me remember my ordeal getting her visa to come here. Yes, that's Fluffy. That's Fernanda. It was. You wait. That's just the first instalment. Wait till you get the next of it. I could give you probably about a month's worth of every catastrophe with it that we hit, and we're still here. It's probably because they can't get rid of us. They're like, do you remember that? Do you remember how difficult it was getting those Tilstons here? Let's not do it in reverse. That was a nightmare.
Yeah. I'm ready for bed.
I know. What time is it?
It's only it's 6 o'clock.
Oh.
So
We are all proud of our accents. And I actually find that, you know, America itself has so many varied accents. Because when you speak to people on the phone who are from down south, they can't understand me and I can't understand them. And I think people, it's really funny because Americans always say to me, oh, but you have such a strong accent. But I think the southern accent, while it's lovely, I think it's quite difficult to sometimes pick up on. So it kind of works both ways as well.
well, you sound Irish to most people.
Well, Nick sounds, what did they, well, that's green.
Okay.
What did they say? Bavarian. Somebody asked Nick if he was Bavarian. And I've been asked if I'm Australian. Bavarian, Australian, English, and Irish. Nobody's ever asked me if I'm Welsh. I asked Janine about the story of her years ago. She was teaching, I think, and she had to feed donkeys before work. Oh, that's when she wore her suit, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny, I brought that up.
And the flowers, yes.
Yeah.
You told us that. You told us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Mike the other day. He's like, I don't know, you can't have horses and have a job. He's made a few comments, and I'm like, oh boy. Uh-oh, CArlene's calling. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Let's get it. Let's get her. Okay, we won't even tell her she's on mail call. Oops, now I'm in a rotary too.
Answer.
Oops, there we go. Hold on a second.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm holding on.
Good.
I just checked. My dogs are coming in for the night.
We've got your dogs with us.
Got one. Yeah, I'm in the car. You're on speakerphone with
everyone.
With Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
And I got Larky here, and we just went up to New Hampshire to pick up the stall fronts, and we're still on our way back. Hopefully, not all of them fell out of the back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go home, and Sizzle and Penny are in the ICU building with the heat on, and they can go out to pee. And I will go back and take care of them as soon as I get home. But we're 10 minutes out.
Okay, well, I don't want them in the ICU overnight.
Okay.
Because if anything happens, then you would know it. And it's supposed to be down to something fair tonight.
Okay. All right.
So keep them with you.
Okay.
If you lose, then you'll know it.
Yeah, we got to get a generator. We got to get a generator because the ICU we can't lose power and be cold. So.
Well, it didn't have a generator.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. It was over by laundry. The laundry building connected and
Sure.
did all of that stuff. Yeah, but their generator's gone and all the wires have been ripped out. So it's going to be an expensive proposition, but it's on my list. I'll figure it out. Okay, gotta run. Bye.
Bye.
Your mum must have had dinner.
Shit. I really like.
You
Yeah,
swear
okay.
jar.
Swear jar.
Jar. Yes.
Yeah. Can we get a temperature thing that in there that? I mean, you check them all night.
I check them. And Mike's there as well.
Yeah, we're all checking them.
And you know, if anything happened with the power, Mike would let us know.
Oh, I know. You know what? That's the answer. Because if we lose power, then we'll just go down and get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with the camera. We
Yeah.
can't move without getting into trouble.
I can't do
because we don't do anything right.
Yeah.
And Carla said she could come and meet us in Aiken because she's just in North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
See?
Yeah. Yep.
We can all vacation. It's called an off-site,
Yep.
isn't it?
Yep.
Here we are.
Okay.
And
Because if we lose, so we don't have to talk about this now. But I'm like, if we lose power, everybody's going to know that we've lost power.
yeah,
and to go get the dogs.
because the alarm in the barn will go off.
Right.
And
And Mike will know.
Mike knows.
Mike will know.
And
So it's just nicer to have the 3 dogs, 4
well,
dogs.
she
in the
needs to
cabin.
get used to that door because we've got her potty trained.
Yeah.
And then we just need to get that door done, and she's doing really well.
Oh no, the Penny's doing really well. She has not had an accident.
Yeah.
But the problem with when you have Larky, Sizzle, and Penny all in the cabin together, Penny walks around at night, and I wake up 100 times at night to let her in and out. Not that she has to go; she might just get up and get water. But I'm like, oh my God, she's got to go. I don't want her to have an accident. So I get up out of bed, put her out, put her back in, and I don't get a full night's sleep. But now that she's down, I'll know if the power.
Well, because it goes off yours as
Notice
well.
here, yeah, if the power goes out, the cabin doesn't have a generator anymore either. So
Well, it never did.
I'll be cold. And notice CArlene didn't say,
I'm worried about
I'm
you.
worried about you if the power goes out. Yeah, she's worried about the dogs.
Well, you know, it is a sort of like hierarchy system.
Okay.
Just reaffirmed where you're at.
Okay. So I'll be bumping that generator up on the list of priorities. But all the wiring's been cut and torn out, so it's going to be really expensive to figure out that mess now. But anyways,
But at least we've got cameras.
yeah, we're getting cameras. Just got to keep your chin up.
Yes, we'll get there. That's good.
All right. So I just want to waver tomorrow when I'm grumpy again. It's because I've been up all night long with like an infant dog.
Infant dog. Maybe we should take her in and spend overnight with your mummy.
But she can't get up to let her out.
I know.
Yeah, and doesn't. Yeah, so no, that's not going to work either.
No.
But yeah, it's Penny that's the problem. She's just a very lively dog.
She's lovely.
Lovely, but lively.
Lovely but lively. Anyway, we'll have to take them, Sizzle and Penny, out on an adventure tomorrow then.
Penny, Sizzle's already been on an adventure today. Penny's on the list for tomorrow.
Okay, that's
I try to
fine.
rotate them all around.
Yeah.
They're all having a lot of good time, and they're all warm, and you know they're all well cared for. It's just when I go to bed, I just don't want them in the same house as me. I don't want Penny. It's not that I don't love her. I just want a good night's sleep. I want to sleep for 8 hours without worrying about her.
8 hours?
I know, you get like 2 and you're happy, but you
God.
know, you know when I don't get enough sleep because I'm
Yes.
grumpy. Yeah.
And under caffeinated, which is never good.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're in.
Is this North
We've been
Andover?
doing mail call this entire time home. Thank you for entertaining us. We would have been chatting like this the whole way.
Yes.
So,
And still be lost.
whoa, person.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Look, see the person? Oh no, I don't know why I bothered doing that because the headlights are at the front of the car, not at the side, so they won't light up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There was a person.
yes, so that's us.
Okay.
We're about 20 minutes from home,
Yep.
are we?
Yep.
If I think we are where we are, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're in Boxford. You used to live in this town.
I did live in Boxford. Is this
Yeah.
Boxford?
This is Boxford.
Oh, I thought this was North Andover.
This is why we don't let you out.
This is why I don't drive anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm liable not to get anywhere we're expecting. Okie dokie, so we're about 20 minutes from home. or 15 minutes or so, because I'm
And
not
it's
very
only
good at that
Wednesday.
either.
Is today Wednesday?
Yeah, I thought it was Thursday. But do you know how I know it was Wednesday?
How?
Because I had to get up and take Sophie to school for 7 o'clock. And I thought, damn it! I thought that was the day before and somebody'd done it for me. So anyway, night night. We'll be back tomorrow.
Bye everyone.